Hey everyone, I'm back with Experts on Call, and today Laurin Mooney, a high reliability advisor, consultant, trainer, is with me today. Laurin, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
What is high reliability organizing?
That's a good question and a lot of people are wondering that. So I love to share what high reliability organizing is. So high reliability organizing is actually an approach to work that researchers found when they went out looking for why the nuclear navy, nuclear power, air traffic control, how did they stay safe when they had such complex work and high risk work? Were they doing? And what they found, surprisingly, was a shared mindset that these people actually thought about their work and acted differently than other organizations.
And right now, my goodness,
Yes.
completely something we've never done before. What are you seeing? What are the challenges you're seeing? What's on the horizon?
Well, first, I just want to back up to say that everything that I think about and study and teach and love is just all became very apparent, because the core of high reliability is that we live in what we call a VUCA world: volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Our systems are very also complex, and no one really understands like how a complex system works. So that, okay, and there's a lot of unknowns. And then people, we're imperfect. So imperfect plans, imperfect people, on an uncertain world, more is possible than you can ever plan for or imagine. So in high reliability, we talk about a novel event, and everything the message of high reliability is, hey guys, you've got to position yourself to see. That's why I use a meerkat, because they're always looking for what's possible, what's the threat. And we just got hit real hard. And what we found is that our existing structures and plans were insufficient. So it comes down to, what's your relationship with the unknowns? I call them the uns.
Yeah, I see those uns right behind you on your wall. So what are you seeing on the horizon coming up for us?
Well, I'd like to see, and I think now it's very clear that we have to learn strategies to achieve our goal, even though tons and tons of things are unknown. We have to get good at quickly moving things from the unknown to the known. And that's, I think we have to very tentatively move forward, right? With our virus, learn as we go, and then if we use the right strategies to really, high reliability organizing helps you learn faster about the world around you, so you can be situationally aware.
And so how do you help folks do that?
Sure. So it
get
actually
get the unknowns known.
Yes. Right. So it starts with embracing how much you don't know. And I say, realizing you're the penguin on the iceberg. I think he's behind me somewhere. Yep, he is. So you're a penguin on an iceberg, and more is unknown than known. So that it really starts with adopting a stance of humility and saying, you know what, I don't know everything. And then there's there's 5 attitudes that I teach: respect, humility, respect, curiosity, open-mindedness, and vigilance. These things help you move things. There's actions. And then one of the biggest ways you can do this is, if you see this parrot in the tree here, that's Buddy. He represents curiosity, because a questioning attitude and asking questions is the core of moving things. It really comes down to a flexible mind and mindfulness, but mindfulness of the unknowns, the way we interact, to start asking questions. So I actually encourage people to use this model called 7 questions for high reliability organizing.
Got it. Wow, cool. And what would you recommend for hospitals?
Well, hospitals were already struggling with a lot of ambiguity. So ambiguity is when the situation is unclear. Uncertainty is what you feel. So and we had a lot of struggles with that in diagnosis. So hospitals, I call them ambiguity magnets, and they're the most complex systems. Even the nuclear power, anyone, they'll tell you healthcare is the most complex. So healthcare was just putting its toe in the water of learning about high reliability. Now in this sort of disrupted state, it's they have a strange combination of overworked and nothing to do, but I'd love to see them take the time and invest in training people how to think and act. Now it's very obvious we need to be able to see more sooner.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
caught unprepared. And so it's about, recognizing and then working with resilience to resolve the problem. So I'd love to see people sign up to get some amazing training that's a joy and not a burden.
Uh-huh.
And that changes your relationship with the unknown. It doesn't have to be a negative. I'm all about I say we want a loving relationship with the unknown.
A loving relationship with our unknowns. Ah, great. Can you tell me a client success story?
Yes.
Some good news.
Good news is Lewis Tree does line clearance, which is it's critical infrastructure to keep the power going. And I would say after helping them that they work in one of the most variable environments that you can imagine, because every tree trimming is different. It's very much like healthcare. Every tree is different and every road situation is different. The weather is constantly changing. There's things they can't see. There's an ash tree that many times what they find out is it's actually hollow. So they have, so I helped them. And one of the really amazing times was right before the last hurricane. Post-hurricane storm cleanup, all of a sudden, everything that they've known, like how strong a road was, they have found roads washed out, how dangerous moving water is. When we looked at the risk assessment, even it was down to bacteria in the water, things they couldn't see, snakes in the water. So after a storm, it came down to the only things that they could be certain of was their equipment, if it wasn't damaged by weather, and their relationship with their coworkers. Everything else,
unknown.
they didn't know. Very dangerous. So they had to think constantly. And that is a big piece of high reliability organizing. We fall into that automatic behavior,
Okay.
and we just do our plans over and over, and those plans become like blinders. So it's staying in that mindful state of saying, I can't drive to work automatically. I have to be aware in the moment. So
Wow.
yeah.
You said Lewis Tree?
Lewis Tree.
That was the company? Great. Thank you for that story. And if folks wanted to get in touch with you, ask you more about HRO, how do they do that? What's the best way?
Well, my website is BeHighlyReliable.com. And if you scroll half the way down, you can download this infographic. And so I took the 5 hallmarks of HRO and I converted them into questions. And these questions are designed to bring to mind the types of things that are always challenges, but it'll work in any work. You can use these. So you download them and just start asking them, and all of a sudden you're actually practicing high reliability organizing.
Just like that. Okay,
Yep.
this is my little summary of your guidance.
I like that.
VUCA, UNS, iceberg, the 7 questions.
Thank you, Judy. And my email, should I give? BeHighlyReliable.com, and it's Laurin at BeHighlyReliable, LAURIN.
Okay.
Like that.
Got that. That's how you spell Lauren's name.
Yes, Laurin at BeHighlyReliable.com. Yes.
Great.
It's fun.
Thank you so much, Laurin.
Yeah, no,
sharing your expertise. Oh my gosh, so needed right now for these uncharted times, right?
Absolutely. But you can equip yourself to see better. Thank you. Thank you, Judy, for this service you're doing for everyone.
For sure.